Why rappers are scared of Kendrick Lamar by Luisa, Barista, whatever his name. No disrespect, but I just don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, man, why rappers are scared of Kendrick Lamar? He got it, bro. Did you hear Meet the Grams? That's a clear indication. That boy is a murderer. He should be arrested. Hey, if there was a rap prison, he's getting sentenced to life. That is what? What? That was a definite. Come here. And then he was on the ground, just and then Kendrick came back with Not Like Us, just sprayed the whole scene like, bro, holy, that man was wildin'. Yeah, man.
Kendrick Lamar is terrifying to his fellow rappers, not just in the wake of his recent activity, but long before he was ever as battle-tested as he is now. At the minute, hip-hop is basking in the landscape where he destroyed Drake so savagely.
And you know what's crazy? Kendrick wasn't really battle-tested like that before this. Like, from what I can remember, I don't remember him really sparring with anybody. Like other rappers have, like how Drake went with Pusha T. Like, I don't even remember him really battling anybody for real. He's been asking for it though, which is dangerous. He's been begging for it though, like literally, like 11 years ago. That man has been begging for this, which is why I just don't understand. Especially you, Drake. He literally has been on your head specifically for 11 years, 10 years. Like, I don't understand why you decided this was a perfect battle to go into. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this was just not good. You know what I'm saying? I see why J. Cole left. I'm going to say that time and time. I understand. I understand. I completely understand.
It is now being used as an acronym to warn others.
Don't rap against Kendrick
ever.
Yeah. You didn't sit home.
That man flipped your name.
With the fucking BlackBerry.
He flipped your name, bro.
Book and write acronyms for your own fucking name.
But while Drake's defeat at
his
Kendrick's hands has proven
Disgusting.
exactly why so few have gone at Kendrick over the years, what is it that makes his reputation so fierce in the first place? Well, there's actually a variety of factors that made it clear to the whole world that Kendrick wasn't a man to trifle with. My name is Luesta, and this is why rappers are scared of Kendrick Lamar.
Okay,
there's a lot of angles to tackle why Kendrick has such a reputation for being one of the MCs that you just don't attempt to rhyme against. But one of the main reasons is that the reverence that the culture has for him trickles down to the top of the industry. Co-signed by Dr. Dre and passed the torch to the West Coast by Snoop Dogg, The Game, Corrupt, and every other OG you can think of.
You know what's crazy? It seems like Kendrick was the one everybody was trying to crown as that guy, but Drake was the one who took it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came in and well, not really even that, because he had the Lil Wayne cosign. So it's not even like he just came in and was, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to discredit Drake or anything, but you feel me? Like, kind of how Kendrick had all these cosigns. Drake had the Wayne cosign, Birdman, you know what I'm saying? So he had his own set of cosigns. So it's kind of like, yeah, you put them two together against each other. Yeah, that's like Kong Godzilla, you feel me? Like, that's John Cena The Rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Patrick Mahomes. Nah, we not doing that. I was about to say something disgusting. We not doing that. I'm still scarred from the Super Bowl, so I don't even know why I mentioned his name. I don't.
Even the legendary
just
Eminem
the thought of
once
the
thought that his name couldn't possibly live up to the hype.
The thing with M was crazy to me. He kicks everybody out the studio. I took it as him kicking everybody out to see if that's really you writing them raps that you're writing.
With Eminem known to be upset at rappers who use ghostwriters, that's a pretty fair assumption. But as Ed Sheeran remembered, he soon found out exactly why K-Dot was given so many props by people that he respected.
Eminem, he'd heard that Kendrick Lamar was the best rapper, and he invited him to the studio to get him on a song, and he arrived, and Kendrick came with all his mates. And Eminem said, I just want you in the studio, just you on your own. And then my engineer's going to come in and then record you doing it, but your mates aren't allowed in. and then Kendrick did it, wrote a sick verse, and then everyone came in to listen to it, and Eminem
Easy
said
money.
he did it to test Kendrick because he thought he had a ghostwriter, and he then realized that he didn't, and then claimed that he was the best.
Ever since the two of them collaborated on Love Game,
Hey, that's how it happened, you feel what I'm saying? That's how it happened, you know what I mean? Hey, that's kind of a smart tactic, in a way. That sounds like some young boy shit. Young boy in the studio with you, bruh, and that nigga, you coming in with all your crew members, and that nigga look at you. Say, bitch! Man, get the fuck out of my studio, man. Man, get your bitch ass out of my studio, man. My grandma raised me. You know I ain't know. Hey, you feel me? But that's a smart tactic, though, bro. To see if he got a ghostwriter. Which, you feel me? I wonder. Nah, because Forever wasn't Eminem's song. So, he wouldn't have been the one directing that studio session. I was going to say, did he do that to Drake? I mean, we know the answer to that, though. So,
off the Marshall Mathers LP2, Eminem has known that Lamar is among the elites in the game. And in a rare show of vulnerability from Shady, he suggested that he would think twice about coming for Kendrick.
It's the same thing if I getting on the track with Kendrick. I can never tell what the fuck he's gonna do.
Right.
Because he is such a chameleon of styles, and he can fucking do pretty much anything, right? And he's so proficient at it, he's so good at it, and you don't know what you're gonna get. That to me is like a top tier lyricist, because it's like you can get your ass kicked any day.
Besides overshadowing rappers on features, K-Dot never had to square off with other MCs in the same way that Shady had to in his career. But he always insisted that he had it in him to tear a rapper to shreds, even after he became a mainstream star. His entire Section 80 campaign basically revolved around the claim that he would kill your favorite rapper. Then, on Damn's Element, he issued a warning that all they had to do was say his name and they'll see Candyman. Then, after winning a Pulitzer Prize, he let his colleagues know what time it was on Rich Spirit, where he told them to stop playing with him before he turns you into a song.
Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song.
Now,
hey,
in the wake of Aubrey's demolition and J. Cole
attractive.
waving the white flag, we know that wasn't an idle threat, as over these past few weeks, he's left massive footprints on their legacies. As they struggle to pick themselves back up, you can imagine that no one will be stepping to Dot anytime soon. But long before everything that followed Kendrick's declaration of "fuck the big three, it's just Big Me" went down, rappers already showed a real reluctance to cross him. In fact, when they let their ego get in the way and spoke out against him, they usually decided to pay homage instead. Because although he had never really been in a battle until Drake thought he could take him on, he already proved how much his presence and the chatter around your career can do with Big Sean. In many ways, Big Sean is pretty much the reason why Kendrick is going at Drake in the first place. By now, we all know about K-Dot's infamous verse on Control, where he
this
Big Sean's
crazy.
to let the whole industry know
Nah,
that even
nah,
though
nah,
he loved them, he was gonna
that
lure
look
them into
crazy.
defense. At the same time, Big
That looked crazy. Nah. Hold on. Nah.
He get bodied on the track, even though he opted to leave it off his Hall of Fame album that it was originally intended to be on. But he never really managed to escape its shadow.
I put that work in. Like, you're not gonna disrespect me. I hop on any track with anybody, and I will not only stand my own. You gonna know that it's my verse, and you gonna know
That's what I like.
Except for Control. Kendrick watched you on Control.
No, stop it.
Sean,
Come on now.
He did.
Come on.
And how long ago was that? What years?
Don't
You're
matter.
right. You got you're
Okay,
right. Everybody
okay.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
And I still don't feel like I got washed anyway.
Nah, you got watched on Control.
Whatever. Your opinion. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't focus on people's opinions. You know why? Because that's gonna throw you off.
Although he never fully accepted that there was beef, Big Sean did attempt to throw subliminal shots at Dot from time to time. For example, on songs like Me, Myself, and I and No More Interviews, people felt like the Detroit rap.
What he saying?
Big Sean did attempt to
Big
throw
Sean throwing
subliminal
shots at
Dot
Kid.
from time to time. For
nah.
example, on songs like Me.
Oh nah. These better not be. Hey, Dot. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Y'all bragging about so and so like, oh, he really it. The new nigga in rap. Well, can he really spit, or do he just hide behind his skits like half these rappers do? And then y'all fucking go and praise him and his bitch like the savior of this shit. It's not really a diss to Kendrick though. I don't really see it. Talking about a new nigga in rap like
Myself and I and No More Interviews. people felt
I'm not impressed with the whoop-de-whoop. I don't know who is who and can't pretend like I'm hip to it. No hula hoop. Can't pretend that I'm hip to it. No hula hoop. That's your ass. And I can't lie like I like this shit like I usually do. And I'm just not impressed by you niggas rapping fast. Why I sound like the one oh shit, no. Who sound like one big asthma attack but trash when I'm rapping it back? Who you put in your top 5 and claim they the savior of rap? I'm not impressed with the whoop de whoop, and I don't know who is who, and I can't pretend like I'm hoop to it, no hula hoop, and I can't lie like I like this shit like I usually do, and I'm not impressed by you niggas who rapping fast, who sound like one big asthma attack when rapping fast, but trash when I'm rapping it back. Who put in your top 5 and claim they the savior of rap? Still don't see it. Tell me, nigga, I can see Eminem because he rap fast, but Kendrick don't really rap fast like that.
Like the Detroit rapper was aiming at Kendrick's rapping style, but as is often the case, Kendrick never even acknowledged that anything was going.
Cause why? Why would you?
Then,
that shit was
in the
ass.
hard part 4, he let the
my
world
bad,
know
my
that
bad,
he
Big
had
Sean.
said.
But like as a
Big
diss,
Big Sean
come
would
on,
get
bro.
what he thought he wanted.
If you gonna come at the king, that's much. That's much.
While he never got a formal diss track dedicated to him, Big Sean was informed.
My fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. I'll big pun your punk ass, you a scared little bitch.
While he never got a formal diss track dedicated to him, Big Sean was informed in no uncertain terms that Kendrick would come at his neck whenever he wanted to. Meanwhile, the Control situation left such a permanent imprint on Big Sean's career.
Big Sean was never the same after the Control verse. It wasn't a diss, but he took it personal. So personal, his music was never the same. Damn. Is that possible? One verse could do you like that, bruh? Damn. One verse changed the way he rapped? Hello? What? Is that serious? Big Sean fans out there, y'all let me know. Is that real? Did that Control verse change the way he rapped? His Merzik wasn't the same? His Merzik wasn't the same? Hello? That's crazy.
Almost divided between the time before
that's actually
that
wild, bro. What?
And in a move that has really set the tone
music
for
was never the
on
same.
The other side of squabbling with Kendrick, Big Sean speaks of him with nothing but admiration now, and basically acts as if there was never a problem in the first place.
He's the boogeyman.
Don't wait for fate.
He got YouTubers on shake. You see, he called out act. He watching.
Big Sean, Kendrick beef was going on. It was something I wish I would have spoke up about because there was nothing. So then I remember going online and seeing like, oh, is he talking about Kendrick? Because I'm talking about people who rap fast. I wasn't beefing with nobody.
Insisting that he didn't want any problems, Big Sean still had to acknowledge that the whole thing has haunted him for years.
And in every verse I do, people be like, oh, is this a response? Is this a response? And I'm like,
that's crazy.
It's like, damn, I can't even show no aggression. People think it's a damn response. It got to a point where somehow
so he had to stop.
It was just a weird tension between me and him, even though it was already said it wasn't no beef because people made it that way, right?
Although Big Sean probably got the raw end of the deal out of control.
So, Big Sean, so Kendrick fans felt like Big Sean, every time he did a little aggressiveness, like, oh, nigga, I'm the best, ha-da-da, nigga, fuck that rapping fast. They thought it was a Big Sean diss towards Kendrick. Basically trying to provoke Kendrick to, basically they just wanted Kendrick to drop something. They prefer it to be a diss. That's all that was, but that's crazy. I guess it did change his music then. I guess it did.
There was another man on the track who goes by the name of Jay Electronica. And although he was regarded as one of the world's greatest MCs at the time, he didn't escape unscathed either. Basically, Jay Elect didn't appreciate the fact that people were saying Kendrick beat him on the track. In fact, he said that Dot was envious of him.
Kendrick will body you. Look, you couldn't pay Kendrick $1 million. Kendrick wouldn't tell you. Kendrick could tell you himself he couldn't body me. Kendrick, look, Kendrick is my son. Kendrick is my baby. Kendrick wishes that he could be me.
Followed up with his verse on The Curse of Mayweather, where he rapped, "He got 11 Grammy nominations, y'all not equal, man fuck these white people," which refers to the amount of Grammys Kendrick won at the time. He followed it up with, "My grandmother died at 82 scrubbing floors, and rappers still running around begging for awards." J-Leg looked like he was practically begging for problems. Then, from out of nowhere, he seemed to have a change of heart and was giving Dot his flowers all of a sudden.
That nigga with the J. Cole.
Because regardless to whom or what, we're brothers fighting the same energy. Forgive my past energy. Although it's unclear what made him switch up like that, Jay, like many rappers we're going to discuss, was another man who...
J's, bruh? You J niggas got a problem with forgiveness. Y'all just like to throw aggression out there like these and wait, my bad. My bad. Hold on. I can't throw that smoke your way. My fault. I did not mean that. Like, what? And that's the second one. That's the second J that threw smoke at Kendrick and then just took it back. Like, what? What's up with you? If you got a J in your name, do not rap against Kendrick. You gon' take it back. You gon' take it back eventually. Eventually.
To the test. For the most part, hip-hop's response to Kendrick's name drops on Control not only laid the groundwork for the Drake beef, but it also set the precedent for how rappers would tiptoe around him. At the time, there were tons of responses to Control, but they all seemed out. One of the group's members, Joel Ortiz, responded with the vicious track titled Out of Control, where he let Kendrick have it.
And you the king of New York, little homie, you ain't the king of New York, you the next thing on my fork.
But later on, he would do an interview with Vibe and say that he was actually saluting Kendrick for the most part. As for the notoriously fearless Joe Budden, he was hosting a live stream for the response track only to opt out and not release it. Amid responses from Papoose and others, Kendrick remained so calm about the whole thing that it would be impossible for it to not strike fear in their hearts.
How you feeling about all the comebacks lately from your Control verse?
You gotta try harder.
So when they all went down, it really made the whole culture realize.
They got good for. They gotta try harder. Tell them do that shit over again. Tell them go back to the studio and do this shit over.
Is that Lamar was to be treated with respect. Basically, there's always a caveat when it comes to K-Dot slander, rather than anyone really coming for his neck. I mean, just look at what happened to French Montana when he attempted to diss him. Over the years, French has had a few things to say about Kendrick. First off, he claimed that he was being pushed by the industry.
Why you think Kendrick sells more than like street rappers?
Cause they position him like how they did in the Grammys.
I'm telling you, I think they'd push a street rapper more than they would Kendrick. If that would, I just think people fuck with Kendrick like that. I guarantee you, in the times we are in now, I guarantee you they would. They would. Come on now.
As the new music, well, I don't feel like that's.
Cause that's definitely not what they trying to do, bro. Definitely not. You feel me?
You know,
it's not.
It's not that it's not the right thing to do, but I just feel like
a lot of. Well, it's probably a lot of. It's a whole lot of young people.
Then, more ridiculously, he said that he had more hits than him, only to be clowned relentlessly by the internet. If we're just talking about anthems, me versus Kendrick hit for hit, I believe I can go neck to neck. I've been making hits for a long time. I love Kendrick. That's not just for Kendrick, that's for anybody they put in front of me. However, not everyone agrees with this. I mean, even other rappers hopped on the bandwagon to mock him for it.
Stupid ass nigga say he got more hits than Kendrick Lamar.
True. Tell him, Doug, that ain't tripping.
The man said he got more hits than me and Kendrick. Bro, your junk ass ain't got more hits than no motherfucking Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure ain't got more hits or anthems than me. You smoke hard, boy. You tripping.
You smoke hard, boy.
But while he had smoke for Thug and engaged in a war of words with him over it, French Montana never tried to provoke K-Dot any further. And now, just like everyone else, French has since basically apologized for even thinking he could mess with him.
Everybody
and said he was just in his feelings at the time.
I was just heated. I ain't win a Grammy for Unforgettable.
That's what it was?
Yeah, but Kendrick is my dog. But just that one day at the interview, I was just so heated that I ain't win, and he was the winner. And I was just like, yo. But I fuck with Kendrick. I fuck with the whole team.
Opting to say that he was in the wrong rather than say Kendrick had any part in it, this is a rare show of humility for a rapper. And while Cole has been taking all the flack for getting up on that Dreamville festival stage and saying that his 7-minute drill diss song towards Kendrick didn't sit right with his spirit,
nigga.
services.
Nah, cause he deserved it though. Cause listen, bruh.
That shit disrupts my fucking peace.
History shows that.
Shout out to J. Cole. Listen, bro, and I know what you about to say. oh, there's other people that did it too, and da 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 da. Bruh, the shit he did was so corny though, bruh. Bruh, he made a whole album, named it Might Delete Later, put a diss track on there that he knew, bro. Because you not about to tell me he didn't know he was going to delete the track. Bruh, he knew he was going to delete it. Bruh. The nigga, bro, because if you know music, you know he went through an entire process. He recorded it, he played it for niggas, he got it cleared, he pushed it, put it on a, bruh. He played it a couple times. And then the nigga, bro, like five, bro, not even, bro, he didn't even give Kendrick enough time to respond. He didn't even give Kendrick enough time to respond before he deleted it and apologized. I'm just saying, bro, I'm just saying, I'd be okay if he put it back up. Bro, like, come on, bro. Like, I don't think, like I said, bro, I made a video before. Bro, I think now you and Kendrick can battle, bro, because it's not personal anymore. And plus, bro, I don't even think you and Kendrick got that personal beef, bro. They know that it's just goddamn, competition. He literally said it on Control. He know what it is. He told Drake, just stop mentioning my family, bro. Bro, you can battle, bro. I don't know, bro. Because now I'm kind of second guessing, like, what do you mean, though? Like, you and him could have had your little side battle or whatever, but, alright.
Not the first person to make his apologies to Kendrick. And maybe fear of being dismantled on a verse
and
wasn't the only...
This nigga, J. Cole, every fucking song, including First Person Shooter, he likes to rap about how he the best. But right now, I feel like I'm Muhammad Ali. I'm crown hunting. Like, bruh. And then he go do that shit. That shit still kind of pissed me off. I understand why he did it, but that shit still kind of make me mad, bro.
Reason. Although his immense talents on the mic are one major factor, French extending his love to Kendrick's whole team is important. Because as these rappers likely learned before going at his neck, messing with Kendrick requires you to go up against an army. And while Kendrick might have been a good kid in a mad city, he's got a whole city behind him. And there's something dangerous about Kendrick that not a lot of people speak about. Growing up in Compton, Kendrick was exposed to the gang lifestyle early on, and many of his best friends were active members. Then, after joining TDE, he suddenly found himself in the midst of the Bounty Hunter Bloods and Hoover Crips as he teamed up with fellow label mates Schoolboy Q and J-Rock, as well as a whole host of other people who were repping sets. Recently, Kendrick's gang ties have come under the microscope again, because if the rumors are true, Cole might have received a tip to back off from the beef that sounds not too dissimilar to what you'd see on the streets from Schoolboy Q. Reporting from Dreamville Festival, an unnamed source revealed that it was actually Schoolboy Q who allegedly warned J. Cole to stop beefing with Kendrick before the apology. I'm not specifying what kind of warning, whether it was a bullying move, a Debo-like maneuver, or just a friendly heads up. I don't think it matters at this point, but based on what Punch, TDE's president, said, I think they gave him what he needed to hear to bow out of the battle with as much grace as possible. Whether he was letting him know what kind of heat K-Dot had in store for Drake with the abuse allegations, or telling him to ease up before things got dangerous, this whole situation proves that whatever Kendrick...
So, my whole theory is they let him hear Meet the Grams. I don't think it was Euphoria, and I damn sure don't think it was Not Like Us. Because I think both of them tracks, Cole would have, you feel me? I think nor was it sick. It could have been 616 in LA, because that was such a sick song. The first part of him just rapping. But look, I think it was Meet the Grams they let him hear. Because I think that song was past done. I think he just went in and tweaked a couple lines. But that was the song I think they let him hear. That's my theory. They played Meet the Grams for him, and he was like, ooh, hell no. Wait. He got a daughter? How'd you find that out? Oh, nah, hell no. He a geoguesser. No sir.
is getting involved
He
in, the streets he grew
wildin'.
up on have his back. In terms of gangs, Kendrick has long been rumored to have connections to the West Side Pirates. In addition to his affiliation to the red side of the city, Kendrick also has uncles who are Crips, several of which have served lengthy jail terms for gang-related activity and armed robbery, and he's still locked in with them to this very day.
Does the crew come out every time you come to Compton?
Yeah.
As a result of his connections, as well as old pictures of Kendrick dressed in red, Drake's recent assessment that he isn't affiliated to a set on his new track Family Matters has been ridiculed by people from Compton, while at the same time respecting Kendrick's desire to withhold that from becoming a big part of his identity.
Drake says you don't bang a set, and he says Game bangs a set, even Chris Brown bangs a set.
He just don't know Kendrick.
That's what I'm saying. Like has Kendrick renounced his hood affiliation at a certain point?
Kendrick just don't be private and so like priding himself off of his gang culture. So I guess people think that he a non-affiliate. I don't know if we posted, but you know, hey.
But obviously, like the fact is Kendrick severely downplays gang affiliation.
The push-ups was in his hood, wasn't they? The push-ups that you talk about, they at the park.
Once again, the clues for Cali having his back have all been there in the music. On Section 80's Poe Man Dreams, Kendrick has a line where he says,
The city got my back, before that I give them my torso. You think about it.
Basically, what he's saying here is that he can say things with his chest because he knows that he has the city behind him.
The city got my back. I get in my torso.
Section 80's Poe Man Dreams, Kendrick has a line where he says,
The city got my back, before that I give them my torso. You think about it.
basically, what he's saying here is that he can say things with his chest because he knows that he has the city behind him. And when you look close at those videos of Not Like Us going off in the club, he should definitely feel more confident in that than ever. But while this could be taken literally for the whole state of California, that line may contain allusions to his gang ties. In an interview from back in the day, Snoop Dogg went into more detail about this.
It's just that he's a nice guy, so they have a problem with it because he doesn't have a gangster approach. But let me let y'all know, he got 100,000 motherfucking gangsters with him. So y'all better watch what y'all say. You understand what I'm saying? Keep it hip hop, because that's what he did. He kept it all hip hop.
Keep it hip hop. You heard him, Drake.
Definitively said he was a
keep it hip hop.
What we do know is that there are times in his life where he moved like one. Back in the day, Dot tried to intimidate AD of the No Jumper podcast and Back on Fig because Kendrick thought he was from a rival neighborhood.
Hey, you wanna know a crazy thing about Kendrick, bro? My first encounter with him, he thought I was somebody else, bro. He low-key tried to press me.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Who do you think you were? Gorilla
He
Black?
from a different hood. I guess some niggas jumped him back in the day. And I came to the studio and he was mad. He was like, hey, you from Almond Block? And I was like, nah, but he was hot.
You banged on him back?
Where's Almond?
Hey, man.
Almond Block is another hood in Compton.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, nah, I ain't from Almond Block.
You thought you were lying?
And he was like, you is from Almond Block. I'm like, nah, I ain't from Almond Block. I'm over here. He was like, all right. And then we was cool after that.
It sounds
He was
like
mad.
some
All
good
right.
shit.
No, he was
Aight.
mad. Yeah, he was mad. Like if I was from Almond Block, he would have got.
You from Almond Block? No.
From the gang members which regularly
And you is
appear
from
in
Almond
his
Block.
music videos,
No, I'm
music
not.
appears like mustard, proving that they'll throw away any other relationship to ride for a comrade. Dot's status as king of the West Coast and everything that
Was
entails
it
it
really?
would make
Oh.
anyone think twice before coming at him. But while there was speculation that Kendrick wasn't to be taken lightly, it's safe to say that this Drake battle has made that crystal clear. Although OVO stands like Maul or academics may argue otherwise, there's no denying that Kendrick washed Drake. But
Yeah.
in the music itself, the fact that he overthrew Drake's
Sadly.
record for the highest streams for a rap song in a day, was a track
Literally,
where he
bro.
calls him a sex offender,
Like,
is
literally what I'm saying is, you could throw the allegations aside. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. That's what Drake prided himself on in this beef. When you think about it, he said in push-ups, number-wise, I'm out of here. You not fucking sneaking up. Money-wise, I'm out of here. You not fucking creeping up. Cornball your merch money, show money, feed us. That nigga prided himself on the numbers and got beat at his own game. How do you say he didn't lose? How do you say that? How in the world do you say that? That's crazy to me.
Now, fans are waking up to the fact that he just wasn't to be messed with. I knew Kendrick
I
Lamar
am.
was a dude that needed to be left alone when that video of him doing burpees in a parking lot while listening to oldies dropped. Something is clearly wrong with him. Look at this fucking psychopath. His willingness to take a rapper out aside what's happening to Drizzy these days further explains to why he wasn't challenged before now. Because while people have been throwing jabs at Drake for years, it doesn't matter if they don't hit the general public. But with Kendrick, you have a rare mix of someone who isn't just obscenely skilled, but also has the platform to slander you and reach huge audiences. It's the fear of embarrassment. He's a better rapper than almost everyone in the industry skill-wise. He can do both mainstream and underground style music when most artists just choose one and never change. Because he can immortalize you in a negative light in the form of a classic hit. If you needed proof that this is a real thing, just look at this school teacher's comments.
I seen this, bruh. Oh my goodness, bro. This is nasty. This is nasty.
Not Like Us.
This is so nasty.
Today taught at a very Drake-centric high school. Rich Baby Daddy is the most frequently requested song to put on my class playlist. If I ask students what they're listening to in their headphones...
Like, what are we talking about, first of all? But, okay.
Drake. The week after the leak was a nightmare. But today, I walk in and I can feel that there has been a tectonic shift. Oh my God. This is a Kendrick school now. I pulled my classes on what they thought.
How does this happen?
They were ready to throw down for Kendrick.
Bro.
I had like one Drake defender in each class, if that. And honestly, I feel bad for those kids because they were getting screamed at.
As people move to the sides, he has even hit...
How in the world do you let this man take away your target audience? How do you let that happen?
In his pockets. According to Billboard, from May 3rd to May 6th, Lamar's discography earned around 50 million streams, up 49% from the
that man taking your fans?
Meanwhile, Drake's overall catalog is actually down when you similarly compare his streams from that weekend to last weekend and remove his 2 streaming available response tracks, Push Ups, and Family Matters. Although Kendrick won't overtake Drake's streaming numbers as a whole, what is clear is that Kendrick's versatility has proven to be a weapon, and as Eminem suggested earlier, one of the reasons why it's not advisable to test him.
If you go through all these records, from Like That to Euphoria to 616 in LA to Meet the Grams to Not Like Us, none of those records sound the same at all. It's the widest range I've ever seen in the amount of time in any diss battle ever. When it comes to the rapping and the music, fuck all like the timeline or what's true and what's not true, who's rapping and who is putting out the better records. Kendrick Lamar checked every fucking box sonically that you could think of.
From his pen game to his potential gang ties,
like, bro,
there are lots of reasons why.
I've been playing 616 in LA just all day. And like the main part I'm playing is that beginning part where he Off-White Sunseeker, the Hector Marina, fuck a fan, I might like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Like what? Off-White spill the wine cooler on my t-shirt. Oh my goodness. Only God could teleport this type of freedom, God. My confession is yours, but who am I if I don't go to war? Like, come on, bro, what? When we talk about who put out the better music, forget the allegations, forget all of that. Don't lie to yourself, you feel me? Family Matters was good, Push-Ups was cool, you feel me? But come on now. Come on now. Like, we talking about song versus song versus song versus song. Musically wise, man, come on, bro. Lyrically wise, beat wise, sound wise, production wise, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Kendrick is fear, but the biggest reason.
Maybe not production wise. I don't really listen to production like that.
I'm so passionate about hip hop, man. Like, I don't know what era everybody else come from, but I listened, man. Like, we played house parties, bro, every night. I love it to a point I can't even describe it. And when I heard these artists say they're the best coming up, I said, I'm not doing it to have a good song or one good rap or a good hook or a good bridge. I want to keep doing it every time, period. And to do it every time, you have to challenge yourself and you have to confirm to yourself that you're the best. Period.
This explains the responsibility he feels to uphold standards, as well as why Drake taking the culture without giving back bothers him so much.
This is not something you just play with, you know, get some few dollars and get out, you know. People live their lives to this music. It's my partners in the hood right now. They listen to rap every day because it's the only thing that can relate to their stories and their tribulations. You have to take in consideration what you write down on that paper. And if you're not doing it to say the most impactful, you're doing it to be the best you can be for the listener, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
Always one to keep his sword sharp, Kendrick would never allow himself to lose with that kind of mindset. In a genre where other rappers lose their hunger over time, K-Dot has always stayed as determined to prove himself as when Overly Dedicated dropped. At the same time, never bothering anyone unless he feels provoked. To explain why Kendrick is among the most feared rappers of any era, we need to borrow borrow a phrase that dates back to Roman times. If you want peace, prepare for war. Whether you may realize it or not, Kendrick stays ready. And after destroying Drake, he's probably bought himself a whole lot of that coveted peaceful life for decades to come. Unless someone is stupid enough to ignore these warnings and try him again.
Who will? Who's next, man? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. Bro, leave Kendrick alone. That's what we learned. Don't rap against Kendrick ever, bro. I'm probably not going to do the edit, but you get what I'm saying, bro. Don't ever rap against Kendrick, because he will smoke you. You a pack in the air. New pack in the air. He gas or what? You still be alive right now if the nigga ain't gas him up. If I show these steals and guns, tell me it's laughing. Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. Let me know what y'all think about the video. If y'all like my commentary, bro. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, bro. We out. Yeah.